In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present, with over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
sat down 400.
Please be seated. Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you today to the commencement ceremonies for the Kansas State University College of Engineering. My name is Craig Wanklin, and I serve as an assistant dean in the College of Engineering. Commencement is an exciting time for the faculty and staff of Kansas State University. We all experience a sense of great satisfaction that these outstanding graduates are moving on to fulfill their professional goals, on to exciting careers in the service of society in this state, this country, and the world. We are all enormously proud of them and have high expectations of their futures. Before we start on our program today, I would like to make a few introductions. Please recognize our musicians, the Kansas State University Student Brass Quintet. Let me also recognize the members of the platform party, and please hold your applause until the end. On my far right, your left, Dr. Mustaq Hussain, Professor of Civil Engineering. Dr. James Edgar, Head of Chemical Engineering. Dr. Joe Harner, Head of Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Professor Ray Buell, Interim Head of Architectural Engineering and Construction Science and Management. Jacob Bullock, Senior in Architectural Engineering and our student singer for today. Chuck Greer, President and CEO of UCI Industrial Construction Services and our commencement speaker for today. Dr. Darren Dawson, Dean of the College of Engineering. On my far left, your right, Dr. Bill Dunn, Head of Mechanical and Nuclear Engineering. Dr. Brad Kramer, Head of Industrial and Manufacturing Systems Engineering. Dr. Scott Deloach, Head of Computer Science. Dr. Don Gruenbacher, Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association. Gabrielle Lobo, Senior in Industrial Engineering and our student speaker for today. Dr. Betty Grauer, Assistant Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. Gary Clark, Senior Associate Dean of the College of Engineering. Our marshals are Dr. Ronaldo McGarring, Associate Dean, and Andy Fund, Assistant Dean. Would all faculty members of the College of Engineering in attendance at this ceremony please stand? Please recognize these individuals with a round of applause. I would like to call Jacob Bullock, Senior in Architectural Engineering, to the podium to sing our national anthem. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. The College of Engineering has enjoyed truly outstanding students over the years, and this class is no exception. All students who have survived the rigors of studies in our engineering, construction science, and computer science, and information systems programs deserve recognition because they are very talented. This evening, I have the privilege of identifying a number of exceptional students for special recognition. We first recognize our summa cum laude graduates, who have earned a 3.95 or higher cumulative GPA on a scale of 4.0. This semester we have 20. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Virginia Brown, Natalie Davis, Andrew Erksty, Grant Furline, Joel Finley, Martha Floyd, Dalton Graber, Alex Hamilton, Mackenzie Hine, Alec Leenot, Blake Martin, Zachary May, Grant Merhoff, Jack Olson, Megan Richards, Nicole Sabrin, Scott Schroeder, Matthew Shope, Tucker Strakowitz, and Matthew Webb. Let's congratulate our summa cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Magna cum laude graduates are those graduates who have earned from a 3.85 to a 3.949 cumulative GPA. This semester we have 24. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Matthew Anthony, Emily Bailey, Elena Davison, Micah Denning, Jordan Deloach, Levi Eck, Brian Everhart, Benjamin Garton, Riley Hay, Christian Hughes, Nasir Juma, Ethan Cook, Daniel Lorenzen, Cody Neiman, Matthew Rensner, Blake Ronenbaum, Bridger Swayzinger, Jared Simpson, Aaron Scott Tatman, Lee Wong, Tanner Wings, and Hong Yu Zhang. Let's congratulate our magna cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Cum laude graduates have earned from a 3.75 to a 3.849 cumulative GPA. This semester we have 25. Would the following students stand and remain standing? Mohammed Al-Bader, Dylan Babcock, Brett Bandy, Lincoln Blizzard, Levi Bond, Broden Bowl, Daniel Clausing, Diane Collard, Miriam Feldhausen, Jeremy Inns, Austin Fangman, Daniel Franken, Nathan Gladfelter, Jonathan Gooden, Gregory Hopper, Nicholas Johnson, Drew Lambert, Kiran Mayra, Meggie Mayer, Austin Pond, Rachel Quinnett, Tyler Tell, Adam Von Berjek, Lucas Weller, and Joshua Yonkwin. Let's congratulate our cum laude graduates. Please be seated. I must recognize one more important group before we move on to the rest of the program. Graduates, you see around you many people who have helped you, supported you, and encouraged you over the time that you have pursued your education. These supporters include your parents, spouses, and children, your entire families, and your friends. Graduates, please stand. Please stand. And join me in giving your loved ones a big and well-deserved round of applause. Please be seated. At this time, Gabrielle Lobo, Senior in Industrial Engineering, will present the challenge to the graduating class. Gabrielle?
Good evening. It is a great privilege to address you tonight, but also a very daunting responsibility. For how can I capture in a few short words what the past 4 or 5 years have meant to us, the class of 2017? How do I summarize how the K-State experience has helped shape us into the people we are today? And how do I convey in words the love we have for this university, this college, and the experiences we shared while attending this incredible institution? Reflecting on these questions, my thoughts turned to the most frequent question I was asked when serving as an engineering ambassador, which is, why K-State? While, as any good industrial engineering student, I could list the data, statistics, and facts to back up why a student should choose K-State, the best and most truthful answer is the people. I had my first experience with K-State on my first campus visit. Having chosen to major in industrial engineering, my dad and I made an appointment to learn more about the program. Dr. Brad Kramer, department head of IE, met with us that afternoon. He told us all about the opportunities, and at the conclusion of our meeting, he asked if we knew where we were headed next. My dad and I looked at each other quizzically. Realizing that we were unfamiliar with the layout of the university, Dr. Kramer offered to walk us to our next appointment, all the way across campus. Yes, K-State is the kind of place where a department head will take the time out of his busy schedule, not only to sit down and speak with you, but to take you where you need to go. This act of kindness by Dr. Kramer made a big impression on my dad and me, and confirmed to us that K-State should be my new home. All of us who are graduating today have many stories we can share about the times we were made to feel special on campus, times we were made to feel like family. Here at K-State, this is referred to as the Wildcat Way, which is so eloquently described on the K-State website, and I quote, "Once you connect with Kansas State University, an inner spark is lit. Whether it lies in research discoveries, victories on the field, or memories that last a lifetime, that spark follows us to all corners of the world. We are masters of many fields from a variety of perspectives, empowering us to embrace challenges together. We never lose the ability to reach back home and tap into the power that ties us all together, the K-State family." My fellow classmates, we are minutes from walking across this stage as graduates of the College of Engineering. We can now look back fondly on many memories we have from our time in college, whether it has been cheering on the Cats in the pouring rain because our fandom never quits, or hiking in the Konza Prairie to enjoy the nature and escape school for just a little while, or even sometimes celebrating by heading off to Aggieville after a busy week of midterms. We now understand why K-State is so special to alumni and why the color purple remains so prominent within their wardrobes. And while we've had so many fun times, we have also put in the work to be where we are today. We have spent countless hours in labs, working on projects, consuming way too much coffee during all hours of the night to pass the class we once thought would be impossible. We have spent hundreds of hours after class in design team suites, in conference rooms, out in the community, serving as leaders in our 66 College of Engineering student organizations, out in the university and beyond. We didn't choose this path because it was easy. We chose it because we embraced the challenge. We were fighting ever fighting to find our Wildcat victory so we could reach this day when we would become proud K-State alumni. And yes, we have accomplished great things, but we didn't do it alone. There were our fellow classmates. I remember my third week of freshman year, when I didn't quite study enough and I bombed my first chemistry test. I was feeling so overwhelmed by the transition to college and the challenges of starting engineering school that I retreated from the Goodnow Hall lobby in tears to my room. About 15 minutes later, I found this card slipped under my door. It is from a sophomore industrial engineering student from across the hall who I'd spoken to maybe once or twice. I would like to read you that note today. Reads, Gabby. I know I'm pretty awkward sometimes and don't always have the right words to say, but I want you to know that I've been in your place before, and if you ever need to chat, I got your back. I know that you're a super smart girl, and something like this ain't gonna bring you down. Keep your head up and kick chemistry and all those other classes in the booty. This card has been pinned to my bulletin board for the last 4 years as a reminder of the compassion of my fellow K-State students and how we seek to lift each other up anytime that we can. And in addition to our classmates, other members of the K-State family stood alongside us, making it possible for us to be here today, celebrating our graduation. There were our knowledgeable and engaged professors who shared their passion for learning with us and taught us not to accept mediocrity. There were our mentors who reached out to share their experiences when we struggled to choose a career path. There were our parents who provided us with the love and support and who made sacrifices to ensure that we would have a bright future. And then there were those we didn't ever get to meet, who cared enough to donate to scholarships, facilities, and programs to give us the best possible college experience. While the type of support provided by each of these groups varied, taken together, they all have contributed to our success. Indeed, our large K-State family was central in ensuring that we made it to where we are today. And now, as we transition from Wildcat students to Wildcat graduates, we are leaving with the gift of an incredible education, one that we must share with the world. We are the problem solvers, the questioners, the people who make things work, and the ones who will go on to make them better. The time has come for us to use the skills we have been taught and the advanced knowledge we've acquired to make a difference in the lives of others. Like those who have supported us during our time at K-State, it is our turn to carry the banner high and exemplify what can be achieved through a K-State education. Strive to use your newly acquired skills and talents to serve in your professional fields and out in the community. Inspire future generations of Wildcats through your work and accomplishments, your generosity, and your love and compassion. And lastly, never forget the land-grant school in the middle of the country where your inner spark was lit. I challenge you to be the mentor, the volunteer, the speaker, the donor, to whom future generations of students will think of when answering the question, so why K-State? Thank you.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Great job. We are here this evening to bestow degrees on the candidates. We are also here today to give you one last message and to send you out into the world. And the best way to give you that one last message and to send you out in the world is to hear from someone that's been right there in your shoes. Someone that's already been out in the world in a big way. And that's our commencement speaker, Chuck Greer. Chuck has serious street credibility. He obtained a Bachelor's of Science in Construction Science and Management from K-State as a commissioned officer in the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and spent 8 years as a Reserve Combat Engineer Officer. Chuck began his career as a field engineer, working his way up to project manager before taking a position as a general manager at Utility Contractors of Oklahoma Incorporated. Later, Chuck became president and CEO of UCI, formerly Utility Contractors Incorporated. He is also past president of the Oklahoma and Kansas chapters of the Associated General Contractors of America. Chuck has been highly involved in the Wichita community by serving on several boards, including the Wichita Chamber of Commerce, Heart Springs, Goodwill Industries, and the Boy Scouts of America. But in spite of all his accomplishments, Chuck would tell you that he never imagined himself up here speaking to you today because that's just the way he is. And in spite of all his personal and professional obligations, Chuck has remained a lifelong Wildcat. This fact is exemplified by Chuck's current appointment on the College of Engineering Advisory Council. Engineers and scientists, join me in welcoming one of our own, Chuck Greer.
Dean Dawson, distinguished department heads and faculty, parents and guests, and accomplished graduates, it's such a special joy to be with you here today. I'm honored to again be standing with the current and former members of our splendid college, our splendid profession. And most especially, I'm honored to be here with you, the graduates of the College of Engineering class of 2017. Let me recognize, first of all, those who have come before us. Our great graduates of the College of Engineering, known throughout the world for their accomplishments in the service of their employers and the larger society. Thank you to our graduates who have served in the military and have continued to serve their beloved country with the knowledge and skill that they learned here at K-State. Thank you to those alumni engaged in both research and in the education of new generations of students in computer science and engineering disciplines. And thanks finally to all of those glorious people who have perhaps worked their entire careers with little applause, but who have day after day completed their jobs with the highest standards of integrity, discipline, and humility. I want to also recognize continuing achievements here in the College of Engineering. In my ongoing endeavor to keep up with what's happening here in the college, I've spent some time on our website, and there I read where earlier this spring, a doctoral student in biological and agricultural engineering received recognition for outstanding research in the practical service of other people, other Kansans. Our winning students' research, the development of multiplex blood exomal markers for the diagnosis of ovarian cancer, and this in the College of Engineering. Are you aware that one of our professors has created a liquid polymer that, when heated, becomes a ceramic which can be mass-produced and which will lead to better batteries, improved blades for jet engines, and other ceramic with valuable thermal, optical, and electronic properties in applications which, to quote our professor, you could never even imagine. Congratulations to Dr. Gurpreet Singh for receiving a recent patent for this product. Several weeks ago, I witnessed the induction of our two newest members of the Kansas State College of Engineering Hall of Fame, Meg Yegi, who retired as the president of ConocoPhillips Pipeline, and Mitch Snyder, the CEO of Bell Helicopter. How about that, distinguished graduates? The diverse career paths of these two individuals, but each leading to a common pinnacle of achievement and reward. All of these people, to my mind, shared a common and unmistakable and absolutely fundamentally necessary trait, and that is self-confidence. Whether the degree you are receiving today relates to bits and bytes, stresses and strains, or process systems, and regardless of your emotions at this moment in time, I hope you will one day look back and realize how very much you have grown in your years here at KSU. Graduates, you have been transformed. Your education and training here at KSU have helped you learn more about yourself as an individual. And now I want you to regard this degree, this latest success, as a critical step in developing a genuine, a lifelong self-confidence. A self-confidence not expressed in egotism or vanity, but rather in well-understood, well-planned decision-making that will most definitely affect the lives and livelihoods of hundreds of other people. This self-confidence is not a static proposition. It demands continual reinforcement from individual success and recovery from failure. The key word here, individual. In a world of near constant connectivity through social media, It is so very easy to lose your personal identity in the blather and bluster of net-based chatter. You must never let your character, your personality, your contributions to the greater good become lost in mindless groupthink. It's a lonely prospect sometimes, but you must develop the self-confidence that will enable you to assert yourself, to share with a needful world your ideas, particularly the work of your imagination, in unique ways in which you apply the fruits of your labors here at K-State. Graduates of the class of 2017, you are about to move into a workplace which can be so complex, so competitive, so frustrating on so many different professional levels. Expect no safe spaces in today's working world. While confidence in your abilities will sustain and grow your technical prowess, it will also help you uphold your own ethical standards. Your self-confidence will help you find the courage to maintain your personal integrity amid the stresses and strains of making a living, of more importantly, making a life. Remember where you are coming from, whether you grew up here in Kansas or have discovered by other means our state's culture of honesty, hard work, and self-reliance. Take those virtues with you. Do not be afraid, ever. Your personal growth, your professional success will bloom more quickly, more completely, when your self-confidence enables you to accept challenging assignments that might frighten other, less self-assured colleagues. Take on the jobs others walk away from. Develop the self-confidence will let your achievement, rather than your time spent at the office, define your value. I've got to find my prop here. And we take the office with us every day, don't we? My dad always told me, Chuck, cemeteries are full of indispensable people. Think about that. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. The hours you let slip away, especially from your family, will never come again. My message to you reduces into 4 simple principles. First, build self-confidence, especially in your chosen field of endeavor. Second, never, ever compromise your personal integrity. Third, remember that every day is a gift to be enjoyed, hopefully with those closest to you. And last, never forget where you came from, your family most of all, but then again, also this special place that holds us with magic spell. I'll close with a story. In a high school class, the teacher had asked the students to compile a list of what they thought that were the 7 wonders of the world. And in just a few minutes, most of the class had come up with their list. And they included such things as the Great Wall of China, the pyramids, the Empire State Building. One young man suggested maybe St. Peter's Basilica, and a few thoughtful students included places such as the Grand Canyon or the Aurora Borealis. But one young woman remained at her desk, her head bent in her hands, and the teacher spoke up at last and asked, are you having a problem? Do you need some help? And she said, I do. I really do. I'm having trouble because there are just so many. So the teacher replied, indeed there are. Why don't you read to the class your list as it stands, and maybe we can help you finish. The young lady stood up and read, I think the 7 wonders of the world are to see, to hear, to touch, to taste, to feel, to laugh, and to love. Graduates, that is my wish for you. May you see this world for the fine and beautiful place it is, a world waiting to be made better still through your life's accomplishments. May you hear voices of encouragement and optimism. May your ears be shut to the cynical, the short-sighted, the unethical, and the untrue. May you touch the lives of your family, your friends, and your communities with your integrity, your knowledge, and your hard work. May you feel the rewards of lessons learned, of mistakes corrected, and failures turned into the most brilliant of successes. May you taste the goodness of a life spent in the service of others. May you laugh loud, deep, and long every day of your career. And finally, may you love your family, your friends, your work, and your country with an abiding appreciation of all that has been given to you. Congratulations, graduates. I wish each of you enormous success in your careers and your personal lives alike. Thank you for your time and for your kind consideration.
Thank you, Chuck. Here's a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Foundation. Amy?
Thank you, Dean Dawson. And before I begin, I want to say a special thank you to Chuck Greer and Susie. We're so fortunate to have the two of them as graduates of Kansas State University. I'm pleased to be a part of your special day and offer congratulations on behalf of the K-State Alumni Association, representing over 182,000 living graduates who will be your lifelong K-State family. Today, as you receive your degree, we are excited to celebrate with you and your family. We are also here to welcome you into a new relationship with your alma mater as you begin this chapter as a K-State graduate. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to lead and inspire lifelong involvement that will benefit Kansas State University and all members of our Wildcat community. Embedded in this mission are the core values that guide our efforts to keep you connected with K-State. The first value is link. The Alumni Association provides a lifelong link that alumni depend on to remain connected. You can stay in touch through hundreds of alumni activities held on campus, around the country, and even internationally. Another value is tradition. You will likely celebrate a few traditions this weekend as you sing the alma mater for the first time as a K-State graduate, or take KSU photos at your favorite spot on campus. You may also have fond memories of doing the Wabash at K-State sporting events, or rubbing the nose of the bronze Wildcat statue at the Alumni Center for good luck on a test, or to ensure victory over that other university in the state of Kansas. The third core value is purple. For K-Staters, it's more than a color. It's a symbol of pride, connection, and family. When you see someone wearing purple, or wearing a K-State class ring, or even sporting a K-State license plate, you will feel that sense of family. In recognition of your graduation, the College of Engineering and the Alumni Association are providing you with a complimentary one-year membership to the Alumni Association. We hope you will enjoy the membership benefits and continue to be an active member after your first year. K-State alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. In fact, our membership ranks in the top 5 in the nation and #1 in the Big 12 Conference for the percentage of graduates who are members. That loyalty is shared by generations of K-Staters who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you receive your degree from one of the finest land-grant universities in the nation. The Alumni Association is also pleased to present you today with an exclusive alumni business card holder. As you go through life and your titles and addresses change, please be sure to keep us updated. We want to make sure you always are connected to your K-State family. Congratulations, and go Cats!
Thank you, Amy. We will now have the presentation of graduates and conferral of degrees. Each department head, as introduced before, will present the degree candidates from their respective departments. The audience should feel free to applaud candidates as they are recognized.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Architectural Engineering and the Bachelor of Science in Construction Science and Management please rise? Will faculty members Shannon Casebeer, Fred Hassler, and Jim Goddard please rise to greet the candidates? Dean Dawson, it is with this distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in architectural engineering, Matthew Isaac Alford. Nora Manahi Alkatani. Jacob Bullock. Taylor Nathaniel Clark. Brady Joseph Conroe. Jeremy Inns. Jonathan Farrington. Joel William Findley, summa cum laude. Sean Patrick Garrity. Caroline Rose Cabus. Hunter Koch. Changmin Liao. Carlos Arturo Morales Miranda. Kyle Wesley Fannenstyle. Thomas Timothy Pusty. Mason Alexander Quintaner. Matthew Ryan Rensner, magna cum laude. Nicole Sabrin, summa cum laude. Roby Ibanez Sandoval. Scott David Schroeder, summa cum laude. Bridger Allen Swayzinger, magna cum laude. Sean Francis Stryker. Michael Adam Swanson. Allison Lynn Troyer. Christopher Paul Waring. Kent David Wells. Kaylin Ray Wyrock. Connor James Yost. Let's congratulate our architectural engineering graduates. With degrees in construction science and management, John Armour. Ernie Ryan Barrett. Bradley Dalton Bice. Brock Andrew Borovets. Thomas Cole Conway. Jackson B. Eds. Andrew William Eichste, summa cum laude. Darren Carlton Feist. Matthew Addison Foster. Robert Gorton. Zachary Hickman. Matthew Horton. Dylan Lefroy Huguenin. Stephen K. James. Drew Karsten Lamprecht, cum laude. Justin Lozensky. Sean Bradley Mallory. Alejandra Martinez. Sean Adam Mitchell. Alexandra Diane Newman. Nathan Lee Pendergraft. Brady Martin Poppelreiter. Dimitri Dantre Perderio. Brandon Michael Reed. Dalton Lawrence Schmidt. Zachary Lee Sheffield. Tyler Garrett Shields. Jared Thomas Simpson, magna cum laude. Brandon James Stewart. Samuel Cole Tatmeyer. Rin Turk. Let's congratulate our construction, science, and management graduates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Biological Systems Engineering please rise? Will faculty members Lisa Wilkin, Stacy Hutchinson, and Ed Brokers please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in Biological Systems Engineering, Anna Brokish, diploma presented by her father, Ed Brokish, instructor, Biological and Agricultural Engineering. Virginia Brown, summa cum laude. Ryan Allen Clark. Craig Scott Griswold. Michaela Elizabeth Corton. Adam Patrick Lappy. Kyle Andrew Lichty. Robert Curry McWilliams. Tyler Rex Montgomery. Jonathan Dean Pasowitz. Aaron Jared Perez. Matthew David Price. Megan Lee Richards, summa cum laude. Austin Anthony Schmitz. Kendra Schutte. Ryan Strasser. Alexander Vo. Lucas Andrew Weller, cum laude. Kayla Darshell Wilson. Let's congratulate our graduates from Biological Systems Engineering.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering please rise? Will Professors Placidus Amama and Ryan Hansen please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in Chemical Engineering, Mohammed Tahir Al-Badr. Abdullah Khalil Al-Duki. Momin Mohammed Al-Momin. Mohammed Al-Mutari. Sultan Al-Rushaid. Jija Bai. Brett Bandy, cum laude. James Bennett. Hassan Bin Mahfouz. Levi Bond, cum laude. Allison Clark. Diane Nicole Collard, cum laude. Elena Catherine Davidson, magna cum laude. Natalie Lynn Davis, summa cum laude. Micah Denning, magna cum laude. Rachel DeMyers. Brian Everhart, magna cum laude. Martha Elaine Floy, summa cum laude. Luke Garrison. Zhang Guo. Quentin Allen Hahn. MD Abdul Hai. Riley Morgan Hay, magna cum laude. Kendall Conrad. Andrew Christian Lindsay. Alec Joseph Lenat, summa cum laude. Lauren Ashley McDonald. Maggie Alexander Meyer, cum laude. Angel Minjarez Almeida. Magdalene Marie Oberle. Austin Edward Pond, cum laude. Jake Taylor Pretty. Esther L. Radaha. Blake Andrew Runnebaum, magna cum laude. Rachel A. Root. Joshua Wade Rosebaugh. Samuel Murray Sheeks. Aaron Matthew Schreiner. Aaron Michael Spicer. Aaron Scott Tatman, magna cum laude. Troy Dustin Underwood. Rachel Lee Walker. Shu Wang. Jenna Elise Watson. Matthew Tyler Webb, summa cum laude. Let's congratulate our chemical engineering graduates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering please rise? Will faculty members Eric Fitzsimon, Pratap Parameswaran, and Dr. Haider Rashid please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in civil engineering, Suleiman Al-Bader. Matthew Anthony, magna cum laude. Megan Kathleen Ball. Tongshan Dong. Matthew Levi Emerson. Lauren Claire Erickson, cum laude. Gregory Thomas Fry. Rodolfo Gonzalez Matusek. Neil William Haas. Weston Coulter Heidzig. Morgan Taylor Holmes. Brent Allen Juniman. Cash Michael Kramer. Alexandra Renee Lee. Ben Lewis. Bin Lee. Adam Lowe. Brett Hill Likens. Mary Colleen Madden. Mark Anthony Mathis. Evan Ryan McWilliam. Nathan Olson. Jack Andrew Olson, summa cum laude. John Philip Palma. Colin Dean Parker. Randall C. Perdue. Gage Andrew Shear. Matthew Strube. Andrew Allen Tolkien. Tyler Glenn Warren. Ashton Brianne Wary.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering please rise? Will faculty members Satish Chandra, Anil Pawa, and Puneet Prakash please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in computer engineering, Tanner Lee Armstrong, dual degree. Brendan Michael Bonavia. Ibrahim Butt. Nolan Patrick Casimir. Dustin Earl Chu, dual degree, computer engineering and electrical engineering. Matthew Samuel Edmondson. Dalton J. Graber, summa cum laude. Joshua Thomas Langford. Harrison Kevin Monasse. Blake Stephen Martin, summa cum laude. Grant Allen Meyerhoff, summa cum laude. Deshaun Nahidia. Matthew Wayne Sainer. Blake Charles Smethers. Luke John Walliser. Lee Wong. Okay. Let's congratulate our computer engineering graduates. With degrees in electrical engineering, Khalid Abdullah Alfalakawi. Murtada Adel Al-Saif. Broden Bowl, cum laude. Daniel H. Clausing, cum laude. Whitney Cox. Levi Matthias Eck, magna cum laude. Lauren Edmonds. Brandon Edward James. Peter Lemoyne Jensen. Andrew Johnson. Nasser Juma, magna cum laude. Ethan Cook, dual degree, electrical engineering, computer engineering, magna cum laude. James Douglas Leitner. Eleazar Lopez. Myra Lynn McLennan. Curran Mayra, cum laude. Matthew Ryan Moran. Jacob Joseph Miles. Kevin Tan Nguyen. Nyambagera Elkanah. Michael Rhett Pepper. Meng Rowe. John Westhrop Shaver. Kelsey Ray Sheely. Abdulatif Shodunk. Jacob Aaron Slos. Jacob L. Showers. Dylan Thomas Stidham. Earl Richard Watkins. Tanner Christian Weens, magna cum laude. Thomas A. Woodward. Tyler Michael Wright. Hong Zhang. Hongyu Zhang, magna cum laude. Justin Keith Brickney, degree awarded posthumously and diploma received by his siblings, Jenna Leonard, Kara Sahin, and Jonathan Bricky. Let's congratulate our electrical engineering graduates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Information Systems please rise? Will faculty members Torben Amtoft, Dan Andreessen, Rod Howe, and Jorge Valenzuela please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in computer science, Daniel Josh Bamba. Joshua G. Bernard. Connor Milton Berg. Logan Ty Brickeisen. Landon Breckenridge. AJ Cabanatuan. Zachary Cleary. Sean Content. Jordan Timothy Deloach, magna cum laude, diploma presented by his father, Scott Deloach, professor and department head, computer science. Austin Christopher Elliott. Xin Fong. Austin Paul Fangman, cum laude. Dylan Andrew George. Hunter Goddard. Jonathan Michael Gooden, cum laude. Devereaux Henley. Mackenzie Renee Hine, summa cum laude. Kristen Jason Hughes, magna cum laude. Brent Andrew Johnson. Eric Carl Johnson, Jr. Katie Nancy Christensen. Robert Casey Lafferty. Andrew Jacob Lee. Tyler Christian Gage Lentz. Mark Levenstein. AJ Massey. Sagar Mehta. Joseph Mills. Corey Perubsky. Robert Stewart. Jeremy Ryan Taylor. Zachary Charles Turwart, Blake Edward Winchester, Hayden Robert Woods. Let's congratulate our computer science graduates. With degrees in information systems, Stephen Michael Blitz, Miriam Angel Feldhausen, cum laude, Jacob Mulan, Zachary Noble Smith, Matthew Thomas Trout. Let's congratulate our information systems graduates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering please rise? Will Professors Todd Easton and Jessica Hierstom please rise to greet the graduates? Dean Dawson, it's with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in industrial engineering, Bader Taisir Alfili, Abdul Rahman Al-Sumei, Emily May Bailey, Caleb McDowell Bartle, Brandon James Bell, Isaac Braun, Nathan Waldner Cole, Allison Elizabeth Day, Daniel William Dowell, Garrett Foster, Emily Walden Fry, Ryan Garrett, Delilah Griebel, Rachel Elizabeth Hayes, Aaron Jacob Holsworth, Arizu Hosanaze Seisan, Aaron Lawrence Jackson, Gabrielle Catherine Lobo, Zachary Benjamin May, summa cum laude, Blake Redden Myers, Sarah Newell, Lucas Leroy Polton, Jillian Claire Prather, Andrew James Pruitt, Keaton Romine, Jacob Daniel Resnicki, Marissa Ann Sotelo, Reed Augustus Sutherland, Alonzo Talamantes, Jordan Michael West. Let's congratulate our industrial engineering graduates.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering please rise? Will faculty members Bruce Babin, Terry Beck, Byron Jones, Kevin Wanklin, and Dr. Shinstock, whose daughter is graduating, please rise? Dean Dawson, it is with distinct honor and pleasure that I present these candidates for the conferral of their degrees.
With degrees in mechanical engineering, Dustin Oliver Abnos, Abdullah Mohammed Agobari, Bijad Almutieri, Naif, Omar Ayed Al-Salah, Mohammed Al-Shankidi, Abdul Rahman Yasser Al-Ubaid, Matthew Thomas Ethan, Joshua Caleb Bell, Timothy Ryan Bernard, Clark Andrew Busenitz, Brett Champlin, Connor Franklin Clements, Grant D. Collison, Ryan Cooper, Kyle Davis, June Dong, Jacob Paul Dreiling, Zachary James Ferguson, Grant Patrick Furland, summa cum laude. Daniel Gregory Franken, cum laude. Justin Kurtz, Cameron Robert Gabler, Benjamin Joseph Garton, magna cum laude. Nathan Scott Gladfelter, cum laude. Euless Green, Matthew Hale, Patrick Mason Harwell, Dominique Miguel Hoover, Gregory James Hopper, cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Johnson, Max Lloyd Langston, Liang Liu, Glenn Christian Luke, Yitao Lu, Devin Lee McGee, Dakota Maris, Joshua Tyler Mathis, Lindsay Nicole Merrill, Trenton Midyet, Cody Albert Neiman, magna cum laude. Julia Nairo, Sean O'Brien, Adam David Asaim, Vashith Patel, Ryan Andrew Polly, Kyle Eric Polson, Sage Marie Ratliff, Jared Michael Reese, Cody Rethman, Cameron Roletter, Thomas Cole Sauber, Daniel Joseph Sharplaz, Emma Shinstock, diploma presented by her father, Dr. Dale Shinstock, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering. Eric Schleikier, Graham Schleikier, Robert Seymour, Matthew Stalder Shobe, summa cum laude. Jingbo Shi, Caleb Shunatona, Aaron Smith, Ashley Elizabeth Summer, Grant Michael Stevens, Mason Taylor Stewart, Calder Chase Tenike, Tyler Tile, cum laude. Logan Dean Thomas, Martin John Thompson, Keegan Douglas Tilton, Jacob Randall Fang, John Randall Wilnauer, Brett Stephen Wilson, Michael Wirtz, Li Dong Shu, Joshua Joseph Yonkin, cum laude. Lu Zhang. Let's congratulate our mechanical engineering graduates.
Graduates, in 2011, the state of Kansas established the University Engineering Initiative Act to produce more engineering graduates by 2021. Today, with nearly 400 graduates, you are the largest ever spring graduating class. In fact, the total 2016-2017 graduating class of more than 650 students is the largest ever. And with the total, we have officially exceeded our goal of 587 graduates. Congratulations for helping us to achieve our UEI goal 4 years early. Congratulations, College of Engineering! Now we'll get to the good part. Graduates, please rise. By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon recommendation by the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees that you have earned at Kansas State University. You may move your tassel from the right to the left. All 400 of you. Please remain standing while I call Assistant Dean Betty Grau to the podium. Graduates, please turn to page 62 of your commencement program and recite the K-State Engineers Pledge with her.
Please recite with me. As a graduate of the College of Engineering, I pledge to give the utmost of performance, to participate in none but honest enterprise, to live and work according to the laws of humanity and the highest standards of professional conduct, to place service before profit, the honor and standing of the profession before personal advantage, and the public welfare above all other consideration. In humility and with the need for divine guidance, I make this pledge. Thank you. Okay. I would like to call Jacob Bullitt back to the podium to lead us in the K-State alma mater. The words can be found on page 3 in your program. Please rise.
Spot that I love full well, 'tis not in forest or yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell. I think of thee, alma mater. KSU will carry the banner high. KSU, long, long may the colors fly. Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
Would everyone except for our graduates please be seated? Graduates, we know you're anxious to meet your family and friends. However, we have one last request of you. Each of you now have a K-State College of Engineering alumni sign. If you please get that and hold that up in front of you for a photo opportunity. Graduates, on behalf of the College of Engineering, congratulations on your well-earned achievements and officially becoming a K-State engineer. We would ask all guests to please remain seated and do not exit until the recessional is complete. Thank you for coming and have a very great evening.